Hello and welcome back to The Hill. I am your host, Worthington Moore, and joining me on today is Dead Battery LLC and founder Cameron Swann. Cameron, how are you doing on today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to be here with you on today. So even before we begin with the interview, I wanted to ask you, because I saw you move to Austin. Like, how was the move and everything like that?
It's amazing. I'm just going around pretty much meeting people, connecting, networking, things like that. It's been amazing. I have probably made a few friends already who pretty much, like I said, connected with me. We hang out on weekends when I don't work. They support the brand, Dead Battery, connected with them on their aspirations, things like that. So it's been real good.
Yeah, so also wanted to ask about how's your dog doing acclimating to being in Austin and instead of being in Prairie View? How's your dog doing also?
Oh, he loves it out here actually, because my apartment complex it has like a dog park to where like everybody who has their own like dog or cat they come out and they just let them play. So he been meeting a couple animals out here already. Pets pretty much just kicking with them. He likes it already. Right now he just he been asleep all day. So he been enjoying it though out here so far.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So the first question that I wanted to ask you is about the origins of Dead Battery. Where did the idea for it come from?
Dead Battery pretty much was a way of addressing something I went through when I was like 18, 19 years old with like a little depression phase. It started when my aunt had passed. Pretty much she was like my second mom, like my best friend. She was everything to me. So when she passed, I didn't know how to cope to it. So I started writing poetry, and I wrote a poem called Dead Battery, pretty much addressing the things I went through as far as me feeling like I'm a battery and things are draining me out. As far as also thinking I have like a support system, thinking they'll be there, but it's kind of like draining me out as well. So, after that, I converted into a YouTube series, pretty much to highlight different things that people go through on a daily basis at college. Especially pretty much aimed for college students who can't necessarily focus on college. They have like so much going on with depression or family issues or things of that aspect. So it was pretty much a way to show them how to avoid being exactly like that. And then one day, one of my friends was like, "Hey, let's make this to a merch and to like promote the YouTube series." So I promoted the merch, but once I promoted it to a merch, I didn't want to lose the focus of what Dead Battery was. I didn't want people to say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy clothes because it said Dead Battery on it." I want you to understand the meaning. So launching the clothing line, I won the Teen my Humanitarian Awards. So doing efforts like raising leads for breast cancer awareness, suicide awareness, autism. Even right now, I'm in the plans of creating my own Dead Battery scholarship to give back to PV students so they can have a way of being financially able to stay in school. Because at one point I was close to dropping out because I didn't have the financial stability to stay in. So I don't want anybody to go through what I went through.
Yeah, so for some of the people who might not know you, I definitely remember there are times when I would see you go into your apartment building in University Village, just carrying one of those big old boxes that would just be full of clothes. So just describe to me what a typical day in terms of operation looks like.
So I can give one that was in school. So pretty much I had my hands full. I was a CA. I also had an RST job, running the business, also in the fraternity, and having a leadership role in the fraternity, and also having my own mental health group to where I check on PV students or, other students from other schools to see how they're doing mentally. So with that, it was kind of busy because I would literally wake up, go to class, and then go to work, or vice versa. And then I had people like still ordering stuff, so I had to go to Houston, go pick up my hoodies or shirts or whatever I have made, then come back and hand them out all day. And it'd be times where people come to my house like late at night, probably 9, 10, sometimes even 11 at night to purchase something. And me and my old roommate Simon were like, "Man, why y'all coming so late?" But I see the dedication and the love that everybody showed towards Dead Battery, so I didn't mind it no matter what.
Yeah, definitely. So another follow-up question to that is, are there any other entrepreneurial businesses that you plan to follow into, or do you have like any other, or have you had any other business ideas that you wanted to venture into?
Yeah, doing with everything with Dead Berry, I want to expand it because, like I said, I don't want Dead Berry to just be solely focused as just a clothing brand. It's not just a clothing brand; it's actually a lifestyle. So, me trying to start the scholarship starting next month for PV students. More comes to detail on that on my business page. Doing stuff like that, find out ways to do more humanitarian stuff around either the Prairie View area, Houston, and now in Austin,
Hmm.
and Dallas too. Just finding ways to show people that, hey, I want y'all to remember Dead Battery. I want y'all to remember not just because y'all wearing a hoodie or a shirt or a piece of shorts on your body. It's something that's a lifestyle. Like, it's something that is catered towards the mental health community, especially for us African Americans. It's not really solely focused on. So it's something I always want to get back to. So that's like a different entrepreneurship aspiration I have going for this business, especially.
Yeah, so I think you touched upon this a little bit earlier, which was the time management aspect of it, which that you're, a student, you're also in a fraternity, also helping out with mental health, and you also a CA. So what were some of the other difficulties besides time management that came with Dead Battery as a business operation of yours?
I think with that was maintaining doing all this while just maintaining my courses because I had to in my last school year before I graduated, I had to take more classes in order to graduate this past spring.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Blackwell for lacing me up on that. He helped me out a lot with that. So I think that was real difficult to take 15 hours while maintaining a business and doing things like that. So it was like sometimes I was overwhelmed. Uh, Not necessarily in like depression mode, but very tired. That to where I didn't have enough personal time for me, so I had to take some time off. So actually, that was probably difficult maintaining my classes to be able to graduate on time. And then I said I was in a relationship at the time, so
Hmm.
trying to maintain something with my ex, trying to spend time with her, just do things with her, give her the time she needs, especially because she graduated. So just trying to so a way to separate the business and school to actually give the time that she needs and sometimes she deserves.
Yeah, definitely putting everything where it needs to be with school, with your business and everything else, like trying to put it in its own little pocket. So between you and I'm guessing that there are so many other small businesses, business venture type opportunities at Prairie View that are kind of like little startups. Have you had like any sort of opportunity to network with some of them or just help any of them out or be just in the same space as them?
Yeah. Um, I think like going to this past spring, I had the opportunity to help two people with their clothing business. They had like aspirations to start their own
Hmm.
clothing line. One of them was my good friend Naya. She wants to start her own lash and clothing business. So pretty much I get her like the insight on how to operate the business, how to get it started, things of that nature. So she won't be behind in the loop with it, especially because running the business is not easy. You have to know your crowd,
Hmm.
and that's something that was really difficult for me because I knew my PV crowd, but now I'm trying to know my crowd as a whole, being graduates, especially in Austin. But now it's been easy. And also I have my other friend Zach. He's trying to figure out how to start his business too. And
Hmm.
with that, I had the opportunity to do two pop-up shops at PV. One
Nice.
being, yeah, and it was amazing. I literally sold out. I didn't see so many people students come out and just support black businesses at that. So I had the opportunity to show people like what Dad Brady is, what can I bring to the table, like no pun intended, but what can I bring to the table, and also what can I do as far as like outside the clothing business, like
Hmm.
what other stuff we can do humanitarianly. So that's just different things I saw.
Yeah, and kind of like speaking on you being able to help other businesses. There are times whenever I and several other students kind of walk into the MSC and they see like little tables that are up, people that are able to sell their wares and crafts. I know that there's a better way to put it, but that's the sort of term that comes to mind. Were you able to have like any sort of thing like that where you could physically sell like any dead battery merchandise or anything like that? Like say like homecoming is especially a big one. Were you able to do anything like that at Prairie View?
Besides the two pop-up shops, COVID kind of messed things up because I
Mm-hmm.
had things planned for homecoming if we was to have one last time, like last fall, excuse me. But we didn't have a homecoming. I had plans of doing that, so that's why I was grateful for having a pop-up shop doing Springfest. But with that, no, I didn't get to. However, I have an idea because I know that PD is having another homecoming this coming fall. So
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea to where I could get something made for PD students because at the end of the day, they supported me no matter what. When I thought Dave Barry wasn't going to succeed at how it does, so I want to get back to them. So be on the lookout for me doing definitely a special sale or some type of give back for them. That's what I had in mind.
Yeah, so now that you've officially graduated, I'd said that you moved to Austin, you officially graduated from Prairie View. What are some words of advice that you would have for just anyone that's looking up to start up their own business or do something like that here at Prairie View?
The first I'd say is don't be afraid to be different.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of businesses typically will have like the same idea, so don't be afraid to make yourself stand out from others. When I started Dead Battery, I pretty much want to cater to mental health because that's my number one goal. But I also I want people who are my age or probably even older, or whoever, to have like something that can make them feel good. Another word of advice is don't be afraid of constructive criticism. Some people they're gonna be on you a lot just to show you like, hey, this is what you can get better at. So don't be afraid and don't think people are coming for you when it's constructive criticism. There's a difference between somebody being a hater and somebody giving you constructive criticism. And
Mm-hmm.
lastly, also going with a hater, people are going to like what they like. People are not going to like what they don't like. So don't be afraid with somebody like, hey, they don't want to buy stuff for you or from you. Uh, like at the end of the day, you know your stuff is working. So don't do that. And I think my last piece of advice, don't compare yourself to others. So if you see another business selling out within like 2 or 3 days and you haven't sold anything like probably like the last hour, don't be discouraged. At running the business especially from something I saw as of recently, it's not gonna always be sunshine and rainbows. It's always not gonna be a consistent basis of you selling out. It's gonna be days where you sell probably 60 hoodies in an hour. It's gonna be days where you only sell probably 4 or 5 outfits in the last 2 days. That's gonna happen. It happened with other businesses too. You just gotta keep it going no matter what. All you gotta do is put your foot on the gas and keep going because if you stop, the support gonna stop.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is keep yourself out there and just keep going, and it's gonna work out.
Yeah, so I think what I'm hearing from your part is that the grind isn't stop. You got to keep on grinding, got to keep on pushing, got to keep on moving forward, and you'll eventually see it through.
Exactly. It's not gonna be easy. Like especially when you're doing orders, some people may not have the money. Some people may just don't want to buy it, and that's okay. At the end of the day, people are still gonna support you no matter what. Just keep on going because it's not gonna always be a sellout. As long as my word of advice is, as long as you sold something,
Mm-hmm.
and the other person and somebody can see it and they want it, that's all that matters. Because there be times where I don't sell a lot, and that's okay. As long as somebody got it, I know that they support me. That's literally what matters. It's like that's something me personally. I don't really care about numbers. I care about whoever want to purchase it to support.
Definitely. So this is a very this is one of the questions that I try to put in every single interview. It could be if I'm asking and doing an interview with an organization or with a person individual. But I just wanted to ask, how did you come to Prairie View? If you wouldn't mind me asking.
Yeah. So Prairie View actually was my last option on deciding what school I wanted to go to. I originally wanted to go to UNT Denton, stay in Dallas before I had moved. So Prairie View was like my last option. When I went to visit in high school, I fell in love with the school. Fell in love. I can't remember who was my tour guide, but they gave me like the ultimate heartwarming welcome ever. Like everything was just great. The atmosphere, the school, seeing the band, everything was perfect. I felt like a second home, literally. So that's why I decided to go. And then my cousin, he came with me, and then my other cousin came. So it was like all us three, the big three, was all together. And I decided to stay at Prairie View at that because I made better friends at Prairie View than I did in my entire life. So it's like I had people who really supported me, who really accepted me for me. They didn't judge me who I was. They didn't use that against me or anything like that. So that made me feel welcome to where post grad now. I still talk to them. We still hang out whenever they're in town or whenever I'm back around the PV area. We hang out. So it shows that like the friendships I developed there and the relationships as well was very genuine.
Yeah, definitely. So I actually, before this interview, actually did a little bit of digging, doing some research. I actually went up to your shop and I saw T-shirts, I saw hoodies, I saw beanies. I even saw like a little baby onesie. I was like, oh, wow, it's got everything. But the one thing I did not see socks. I did not see like any sort of headband. I didn't see wristwatches. I didn't see bracelets. So, do you plan on expanding your business venture anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, I'm in the works right now of looking for like different more ideas. The one thing about me doing that, I like to see what the people want to see. So I'll usually make a tweet, be like, "Hey guys, what do you want to see next from Dead Battery?" 'Cause I don't want to keep releasing the same stuff. The only thing I probably constantly will release the same thing is different outfits, like this one right here for the LGBTQ community, like some stuff like that to give back to them to raise costs. That's different. But I like to see like what ideas you want to see. So somebody say, "Hey, I want to see a jersey or a headband, something like that." Then we can get that to working. That's how it was last year. I asked people, I said, "Do y'all want to see a beanie?" A lot of people was like, "Yes, it's getting cold. We need beanies." Beanies, and they sold out. So I like seeing what people want to see. The only thing I keep with that is that I don't want to go too extreme to where it's like I don't want people to forget what Dead Battery is. But I'm open for any ideas. I always ask Twitter or Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Hey guys, like what ideas you want to see next? Because at the end of the day, you support the brand. I'm the person giving back to you. So.
Yeah, and for those who are looking to support the brand, buy any of your clothing, where can they be able to find that?
You can go to Twitter. My Twitter name for the business page is at no percentage. Same way with Instagram. And then you can go to the website called www.deadbatterycharge.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cameron, for being on here today, for me being able to interview you. So also thank you to everyone who tuned in. I'm your host, Worthington Moore, and this was A Hill. Being able to interview Cameron Swann, the founder of Dead Battery. Once again, the website for Dead Battery and everything like that is www.deadbatterycharge.com, right? Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and then your Twitter handle is...
it's no percentage.
No percentage. I got you. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you later. Bye.